The airlock exploded inward at 11:47 hours, right as Harper was spreading synthetic peanut butter on her third sandwich of the day. The Velcrothi death squad poured through the breach like liquid shadow, 6 of the galaxy's most feared assassins, their exoskeletons gleaming obsidian under the station's fluorescent lights. Their plasma rifles hummed with lethal intent, targeting lasers painting red dots across the cafeteria walls. Harper looked up from her sandwich, chewed thoughtfully, and swallowed. "You guys hungry?" she asked. The lead Velcrothi, later identified as Strike Commander Jarix, froze mid-advance. His translator implant sputtered, clearly struggling with the input. In 300 cycles of military service, across 47 death missions, no target had ever asked him that question. Cole, sitting across from Harper with a protein bar halfway to his mouth, sighed deeply. "Harper, they just blew up our door." "I noticed. That's why I'm asking if they're hungry. Clearly they're upset about something." Harper stood, wiping crumbs from her maintenance jumpsuit. She was short for a human, barely 165 centimeters, with oil-stained hands and a ponytail that had seen better days. "We've got tuna salad, turkey, some of that weird cheese Cole brought from the supply run, and I think there's still some cookies in the—" "Silence!" Jarex's voice modulator crackled with fury. "You are Harper Reeves and Cole Nakamura, classified as Class 7 strategic threats to the Velcrothi Imperium. You will surrender immediately or face immediate termination." Harper blinked. "Class 7? Last month we were Class 9. Cole, did you do something?" Cole set down his protein bar with the careful deliberation of a man who'd been through this before. "I may have optimized their warp gate network when we fixed that relay station." "You optimized their military infrastructure?" "It was running at 34% efficiency. It was embarrassing. For them or for you?" "Both." Jarex's mandibles clicked in confusion. The death squad shifted uncomfortably. This was not proceeding according to protocol. According to intelligence briefings, humans were supposed to be either cowering in terror or charging suicidally at superior firepower. They were not supposed to be having casual conversations about warp gate efficiency. You improved our infrastructure?" one of the squad members ventured. "It was Cole," Harper said, picking up her sandwich again. "He can't help himself. Sees something broken, has to fix it. Last week he reprogrammed a Zynthian cargo hauler because its fuel consumption was offensive to mathematics. The ship sent him a thank you message." "The ship's AI was grateful," Cole confirmed. Jarex's weapon wavered. This is clearly a human deception tactic. Command warned us that your species weaponizes charity and kindness to destabilize enemies." "Weaponizes?" Harper stopped mid-bite, genuinely offended. "Okay, that's just rude. Cole, are we weaponizing lunch?" "I don't think so. Are you?" "No, I'm just hungry, and I was raised to feed guests, even uninvited ones who blow up my door." She gestured at the squad with her sandwich. "Look, you guys came all this way. The least we can do is offer you something to eat before we sort out this whole death squad misunderstanding." "There is no misunderstanding," Jarix insisted, but his conviction was faltering. "You are disrupting the natural order. 3 months ago, you prevented a war between the Krathic and the humans by fixing both sides' translation matrices." They were arguing over a trade agreement that both sides had accidentally agreed to because of software bugs, Cole said flatly. The war would have been fought over a clerical error. "And last month," another squad member added, consulting a datapad, "you infiltrated a Wyxthari weapons facility." "We were hired as contractors," Harper interrupted, "and instead of sabotaging it, you improved their safety protocols, reducing workplace accidents by 78%. "People were dying," Cole said simply. "The plasma containment was leaking." "Exactly," Jarex's voice rose. "You make us look incompetent. The Imperium has lost 3 trade wars because our infrastructure can't compete with systems you've helped optimize. Our propaganda ministry is in shambles because every species you encounter starts asking why we can't be more like the humans who just wanted to help." Harper and Cole exchanged glances. "So," Harper said slowly, "you're trying to kill us because we're too helpful?" "Yes." There was a long pause. One of the Death Squad members lowered his weapon slightly. "Commander, this does sound somewhat unreasonable when stated plainly." "Silence, Krell." Harper set down her sandwich and walked directly toward the Death Squad. 4 plasma rifles tracked her movement, but none fired. She stopped an arm's length from Jarex and looked up at the towering assassin. "Here's what's going to happen," she said quietly. "You're going to put down those weapons, sit down and eat something. Then we're going to talk about why you're really here, because I don't buy for 1 second that the Velkrathi Imperium sent a death squad because we're too nice." Jarex's mandibles trembled. "You dare?" "Our government is collapsing," Krell said suddenly. "The old systems can't adapt. We've watched species after species reform, improve, thrive because of human intervention. And we're falling behind. The Imperium sent us because they're terrified. Not of human weapons, of human competence." The cafeteria fell silent. Harper nodded slowly. "And killing us would solve that how?" No one had an answer. Cole stood and walked to the food prep area. "Harper's right. Sit down, eat, then we'll talk." He paused. "Also, your plasma rifles are venting coolant at an unsustainable rate. You've got maybe 20 minutes before they overheat and explode. Just putting that out there." Jarex looked at his weapon. The coolant gauge was indeed in the red zone. It had been malfunctioning for weeks. "I can fix that after lunch," Cole added. One by one, the Death Squad's weapons lowered. Krell sat first, followed by the others. Jarex stood rigid for another moment. Then his shoulders sagged in defeat. He sat. Harper pushed a sandwich across the table toward him. 3 hours later, the Death Squad left with full stomachs, repaired weapons, and a comprehensive report on infrastructure reforms the Imperium could implement. Jarex paused at the repaired airlock. Cole had fixed it while they talked and turned back. "Humanity is terrifying," he said. "We know," Harper replied cheerfully. "You don't even realize why." Cole and Harper looked at each other, then back at the commander. "You don't conquer," Jarex continued. "You don't destroy. You do something far worse. You make us want to be better, and we cannot kill that. We cannot fight that." His mandibles clicked in what might have been a laugh. "The galaxy doesn't know what it's in for." After they left, Harper turned to Cole. "Think they'll be back?" "Probably. Next time to ask for help." "Humans," Harper muttered, picking up another sandwich. "Fuck yeah." Cole smiled and took a bite of his protein bar. Outside, the stars turned and the galaxy continued its slow, inevitable transformation, one fixed plasma rifle and one offered sandwich at a time.